what the hell is up, YouTube? It is your football fan, 2233 here, bringing you episode number 55 of my Road to Premier League. And as you can see here, Ryan Robinson gets a training injury. Something that doesn't really matter because I'm not using him. And then I get a quite big offer from Blackburn Rovers, and I just quickly reject it because I don't want to change club, as I've said an enormous amount of times over and over again. But as you can see here, we had a game against Sunderland, and against Sunderland, it was a pretty weird game. I had a lot of tired players which I needed to replace with the other players, and so I was kind of starting with a B squad against the Premier League team, and when you do that kind of stuff, you just know that is not always gonna go very well. And it for sure didn't go that well in this match, although I actually dominated them quite a lot, but I'm not going to show you that because we don't have time for it. So just after 120 minutes, it was 0-0, a draw, and we had to go into penalty shootout. And the penalty shootout is nothing that I really like, but the Gardner here stepping up for the first penalty, just going down the middle. A bit of a cunt move there, but I didn't really have any chance to save that. But then I make a quite bad kick, and I missed my first kick in this penalty shootout. But I was so sure that they were going to go to the right at some point, so I just kept diving to the right, and then I shoot it around the goal here. Mukendi got a goal in the middle of the goal, and then Sesson Young here shot it in the middle as well. So a lot of goals in the middle, and here Tozer stepping up, and Tozer actually just smashed it into the bottom left corner. A nice penalty kick there. And then it was Wilfred Boney's turn, and Wilfred Boney was going to step up and miss a huge save from Andre Hansen. A nice save there. Andre Hansen is actually pretty good. And then Kirby would equalize, so it 3-3 it was, and a really intense game now. And then Johnson, I don't know really how Andre Hansen did save that. If he had saved that, we would have won when Jimenez Malo scored this goal. So I was rating quite a lot. And then Fletcher here stepping up for the penalty, and again they hit the post and it goes into the goal. And then it was Cesar Soriano's turn. Bad shot, misses wide. I lose the penalty shootout. The Capital One Cup is now out of my reach. As you can see here, my controller doesn't have the highest amount of battery right now, so it turned off, unfortunately. So I couldn't really go move on from the highlights because I was raging just by looking at the highlights, because I had dominated the game so much that I just thought it was very unfair that they won this match. It was not fair at all. But as you can see here, I got a player injured. And that's not very good. Not a player that meant a lot to me. But here again, you can see in my controller how it's just fucking with me. So I'm thinking about changing the battery. But you can just keep the battery in and play until the controller can't turn on. It's just important that you use all the battery, the electricity on the battery, or else there will come battery acid in the nature if you just don't recycle them and use them as much as you can. But here I just quickly reject Ecuador as well, and I'm starting to get a lot of international management jobs offers. But as I've said earlier, I'm not gonna accept any of those except Brazil and Argentina and Spain and Portugal and Deutschland. Um, or Germany, as some may call it, Germany or Deutschland. Deutschland is actually in German. The German is yeah. So in the German language, it's Deutschland, Germany. So anyways, I was just getting on a sidetrack. Here you can see. I wanted to show you a quick squad report. Andrew Hansen got up by 2, Nano for Tomasi up by 2, Jimenez Malo up by 1, Langmead up by 1, John Whittleson up by 2, 71, pretty good player, Enrico Malo plus 2, 75 rated overall, pretty damn good. Nicholas Tritz plus 173 rated overall. Vane Ventura plus 76. No, 67. And Emmanuel Paponi 72. Danny Haynes 69. Mattox 75 plus 4 rating. Jeffrey Kirby 70. Ronald Segovia 66. Barber 66. Henrik Mukendi, Dean Snedger, and a couple of players who had gone down. Akin Finwell, Goodrich, Charles, Ryan Robinson, Paul Maynard, John Johnson, Justine, Ben Tozer up by 2, Harding, nothing really special, Hackett, and yeah. So a couple of good players who had gone up in value and level. So that's pretty good if I'm going to sell them. And then I had a game against Reading, and all my players were actually fit, and I just went into the match. But in the match, nothing really special happened. So it was a draw. 0-0. I'm not going to show you any highlights because we don't have time for that. I've mentioned that before in this episode. So 0-0 and a loss. So not the best episode so far, but it will get better. I can assure you of that. It will get a lot better. But you will see in the next match. Yes, you will. Anyways, just continuing. You can see we had a game against Middlesbrough, I believe it is. Yes, Middlesbrough, probably Middlesbrough. Yes, it was against Middlesbrough away, and I just thought their kids were pretty okay, and checked my squad's fitness. Everybody was ready to play, and I just went into the match against Middlesbrough, and I got the game started here with Nicholas Tritz getting a nice through ball there and making a nice Ronaldo chop. Gets it a bit lucky then, but he will get into the box, and Mattox will get the goal in the end. Pretty nice goal there. And then Jimenez Malo find Haynes, who misses a pretty big chance, but luckily for him, Paponi was there to snatch the ball and score a goal. And then Mukendi was put on instead of Mattox because Mattox got an injury, and Mukendi smashed it into the back of the net. And 3-0 was how the game was gonna end, and this game was actually the last of this episode. So if you liked, please leave a like, a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel, guys. It would be awesome. And yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye.